Even getting the right people around you sometimes is a bit of assistance if you need assistance. Getting the right people, because even that is instructing a person to cut an onion.
Yeah.
And they don't know how to cut an onion. It be like everything themselves, man.
Yeah.
I mean, be a carer, be a family member, be okay, but relaying those things the way you know it is difficult.
So I'm Ian, Mr. Cookfulness, showing you how cooking can be done with a disability or when you're not feeling great, just to get you into the kitchen. I'm not a chef. I worked for many years in financial services, and then I got ill with physical and mental illness disabilities, and cooking went out the window. I couldn't do it anymore. I wanted to get back within my family, and it gave me a chance to try it. And when I first tried cooking, it was an absolute disaster. Everything went horribly wrong and nothing worked, but it made me realise that there were so many different ways to do things. So I've now started Cookfulness, which is really to help people do workshops, talks, all things about what's going on and how you can cook. It's brilliant, and I love it being here because I'm getting a chance to do some live workshops talking about how you can cook any day. So yeah, it's great, love it. I write for some of these magazines. I do recipes for a couple of magazines, disability magazines. It's brilliant. Love it. It's hard because you want to do it yourself.
Yeah, everybody has their own perception, their own result. With kitchen, you will have your own hand, don't you?
Yeah.
So if you put your hand to it, you might not know what you're doing with it, especially with curries.
Yeah.
Because I'm Asian, so we have a lot of curries in that. You have to wait till the water and oil mix together and to know to put certain things in and blah 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 to save the curry from becoming greasy and.
Yeah, I mean, making curries is not the safest, is it?
No.
If you're struggling with your hands.
Yeah.
Because you've got a lot of chopping, you've got a lot of hot stuff. You've got to get it right.
Accidentally put the wrong amounts in as well. Sometimes, like, I've gone to put the pepper in and I've accidentally put the whole thing in. One of them ones, So it's weird like that. So.
It is. I mean, I'll put ginger in and I'll just go. I guess it's just learning to roll with it. I think if you do make a mess, it's fine.
Yeah.
What's the worst that's happened?
That's it.
Just do it again. Try it. So, I mean, it took me a long time. It took me about 4 years before I could work out how to cook again. I mean, I used to cook, but now I'm doing it completely different. But I enjoy that, and it's just given me a chance to talk to my family again. Be a bit more. I'm there rather than upstairs and curled up.
Yeah, because food brings people together, doesn't it? Somebody's got to taste it.
I mean, you know that.
Somebody's got to taste it. Get it right. Be bad, be good.
Yeah, it's a great conversation. It's very social.
Yes, it is.
I think we're losing that a lot.
We are. Because I was raised up in a restaurant. I didn't go out because of bullying. My dad used to come and stand in the restaurant, so I'd get to talk to
you must have seen
people.
Some sights.
Yeah, you see some people over the years. You meet people and get to talk to them. But I've always been a shy person, so my dad was trying to break me with my shell there. I've always been reserved because of my disability from walking or walking funny. So I've always found it difficult communicating, to be honest with you. But I do find do like a cook up on that and bring them together. Everyone's happy.
I'll get my family and we'll
friends
together. Because it doesn't really matter what you end up with. It's how you got there.
It's how you got there. It's an experience.
It is. It's wonderful. I mean, we could learn a lot from a lot of communities who still do the big cooks together.
That's what I'm saying.
And over here we don't seem to do it very well.
No. It's more community-based abroad, I think. Whereas here it's not as community. They've lost that abroad now. Pakistan, they lost that. In the 80s, it was good. 90s, it was good. But now you go there, it's just as British. You lost that,
I guess these things change, don't they?
Yeah, people do time every 100 years or so. If history changes, how can not mankind? If every 100 years we lose so much knowledge, so much understanding, it's bound to be changes, and we're part of that. Like 100 years since World War II, nearly 100 years, it's just a cycle of life. We're more advanced than we were 30 years ago, because a disability, we wouldn't have had this event 30 years ago.
True. I just think this is amazing.
Yeah, it is amazing.
Just to see what's possible.
To come out for the day, it breaks a person's mindset, because having a disability, you don't have much social outreach.
Totally agree with you.
Especially in a wheelchair, or you might not have the confidence or the right circle of people to take you there or whatnot.
No, I agree. I think it's brilliant for just seeing you, talking to people, you sharing how you're feeling, because then you start to talk to people who are having the same feelings you are. Okay.
You don't verbalise it, you don't know it's there.
No, I think it's brilliant. I love it.
What I find in common with, like I said, isolation, that's what brought us together. Really? When they brought the topic of isolation, it's somebody else is suffering in the same way as me, but in a different way, and they're feeling isolated. So it's not something that's it's just when you're on your own, you feel like it's you.
Yes. Yeah, you do. And you start to make stuff up.
Yeah, you do. It's quite dangerous, and I'm glad they addressed that.
Yeah, I agree with you.